Trish, how long have you been drumming?
Well, I started in 2020 with the djembe. However, I was a member of the Redlands Ladies Drum Corps Band for several years back in the mid-2000s. Then a move to the country took me away from that drumming. When coming back, I'd had 2 knee replacements, and that involved a lot of walking and carrying drums, and we did drill at the same time. So I came to a concert at Here's to Life. I saw the djembe drumming group and I just fell in love with it and knew that was something that I had to join. So I joined up in 2020 and still going strong, and hopefully a few more years to come. I hope to be here.
Oh, well, I think you're amazing because you're my drumming pal.
Oh, thank you.
No, I thought when you said about a year ago that you're 81, someone else said to me, I want to see proof. Show me your driver's license, because we didn't believe it. And I wanted to talk to you because you are inspirational. Your physicality, for example, the way you move, your straight back is something that you see rarely even on young people. So tell me about your posture. Is that just a natural?
Well, it's basically natural. However, I went to convent school growing up, and the nuns were quite strict with the posture, and we used to do lots of walking around with books on the top of our head to get that upright straight back. And ever since then I've just maintained it. Now I know a lot of people that are tall like to try and make themselves look shorter. However, I've embraced my tallness. I love it. And it's just a natural thing now. I don't have to think about it. It's just the way that I stand and move.
Well, that's interesting because I was tall. I think I've shrunk a little bit over the years, but back in the day when I was a child, I was considered tall. And I remember being in choir and sort of standing on one leg because I was taller than the others and getting into trouble and being told to stand up straight, hold your head up, and like you, I did the book, have to walk with the book and so on. We did back then. But you've maintained it, and I think, that's the interesting thing. So have you always kept fit? Always been physical?
Absolutely. I was a young mum of 5 children under 5 to start with. But during that time I played tennis, I did yoga, I did jazz ballet, and went to the gym for aerobics, and then 10-pin bowling, and then later on work took over. I started a job and I was there with Maya for 30 years, and I retired in 1999. And from that time forward, up until a couple of years ago, I've been fully involved in a lot of volunteer work, Red Cross, Blue Care, the Wattle League for Disabled, Little King Movement for multiple handicap, worked for the Red Cross Play Scheme in the Logan Hospital, worked at the Redlands Hospital in the auxiliary, and the Hospital Auxiliary and Redlands Hospital on the canteen, worked with an occupational therapist in the aged care home that's just beside the Redlands Hospital. And then I've done a few other bits and pieces here in a voluntary capacity. And then I have a rather large family.
When you say rather large, do you know what? You've got what, 30 grandchildren and...
No, I've got 22 grandchildren.
22 grandchildren.
And 37 great-grandchildren, and a 38th one due in January.
Well...
And I have 4 stepchildren as well as my 5 children, so I became a mum to 9 back in 1977. One of those stepchildren is intellectually impaired, and which I've cared for him up until about 2 years ago, but he's now in nursing care. So I have a pretty full life with one thing or the other with the family. There's always a birthday or an event to go to. So
there would be.
So we can have some great big occasions, and when my late husband was alive, we had acreage basically most of our life together, and we would always have Christmas spent at our house with the combined families coming. I've been blessed to say that my children and my stepchildren have got along very well together. They've never had any arguments or crosswords, and all happy to be in each other's company. So I'm feeling quite a blessed
Even
person.
that is quite unusual, I've got to say.
It can be, yes.
So
it can be.
I mean, when I look at that, you've been really busy. You've not sort of been idle
That's right.
at any stage.
No, I haven't had time to grow up.
You haven't. Well, when you're not old, I mean, it's you know,
It's a state of mind,
it
basically.
really is, and I think you have such a rich life, don't you?
I feel I have, yes.
Yes.
I've been very blessed.
You have, and it shows. And I think you're inspirational, and I think that's lovely, Trish. I'll leave it for now. We've got a concert to do.
Absolutely,
And
we have.
thank you
Yes.
so much for
You're
chatting
welcome.
with me.
You're welcome.
All right, Trish. Cheerio.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.